say you're going through a tough time in your life. Something's happened, whether it's a breakup, whether it's some problem at work or school, and you could call it an obsession. But you're allowed to obsess about something that's really bothering you. But what you can't do is talk too much about it to your friends. I know this seems insurmountable to you. This seems like the worst thing that's ever happened. Well, it probably won't be. And it probably won't be the last time that you talk to your friends about it. So even if you think it's just awful, and you go on and on every day to your friends, well, say something worse happens 2 months from now, and then they're not going to listen because they're going to be like, oh, she's such a downer, and she's always bringing up her problems, and they're tired of it, and they're just going to blow you off. So then what do? And you need someone to listen to. And you say, yes, friends should be sounding boards. Yes, to a point. To a point. There's parameters in friendship, and every friendship is different. You probably have one friend who doesn't talk too much about his or her problems. Okay, then don't you talk to him or her about your problems. Not too often, about as much as she talks to you about hers. But say there's another friend that is constantly coming up to you about something or other. Well, okay, then you have license to talk to her more. But again, to a point. And here's my rule, and you can come up with your own rule, but say it's a breakup, and you're really upset. Okay, the first 2 weeks of the breakup, after the breakup, you can talk to your friends once a day, every day for 2 weeks. And if they don't understand, then they're not worth having as friends, because I'm sure they've been through the same thing. Okay, but then after 2 weeks, you can only talk about this person once every 4 days. Then after a month, only once a week. After 2 months, not at all. You see where I'm going here? Because you could say, well, why do I have to have rules? Why parameters? Why do you have to have it on a calendar? Because if you don't, you're going to think, oh, well, I'm really upset today, so I think I'll talk more about it today. And, well, there's something else that happened, and he said something, and I need to talk about it again. And see, you're just going to go on, and it's just never going to end. And that's what your friends are going to think. So give yourself actual days that you can talk about him or her. And whatever the problem, could be a work problem, a school problem. Again, just write it down, the days that you're going to deal with this with your friends. And the other days, internalize it. Talk to yourself about your problems. Try to work it out in your head. Come up with a hobby, something where you can expend some energy. Doing something else that will get your mind off this problem. Talk to a counselor. Talk to loved ones. But don't talk to the same people every day about the same problem. Go with these rules. And then you'll wean yourself off of this obsession as well. So it's not just to help your friends. It's to help you so you can get over this. You're not going to allow yourself to talk about this problem because at some point you've got to move forward. Yes, it happened. Whatever it was, it happened. But you have to learn from it and go on. And if you wallow in it and you talk about it every day, you're not letting it go. So by following this protocol, then you're going to get over it faster. And you're going to make yourself get over it faster. And I'm not saying that one problem is any worse than another, but you have to learn from your mistakes, your ordeals. Whether it's a relationship gone bad, well, you're not going to date someone like that again. And think of all the things that went wrong and why you're not going to date someone like that, or you're going to change your ways and you're going to learn from it. If it's a problem at work or school, figure out in your head yourself, not relying on someone else, but yourself, how you can deal with it, how you can make things better, how you can learn from this and move on. So, yes, use your friends as a sounding board. That's what they're there for. Just when you're obsessed with something, limit how much you talk about it. And like I said, you'll get over it much faster. Good luck.